Judge.
Referee Dan Mulvahedi about to get this one underway. 3 5-minute rounds if they need them in the Cage Warriors featherweight division.
Round number 1. Ready?
Luca Tarabori in the black trunks. Matteo Martignoni in the white with blue and red trim. Looking to get that takedown early is the grappler Tarabori.
Gets it too, gets us from starting off with a leg kick, runs into the single leg and switches to a double to get it. And with his full back take here, needs to get the inside hook in first, which is his right leg. There it goes. There's the second hook. A little bit too low with his arms to keep the position if he does get the 2 hooks in. Martignoni doing a good job here with his hands, trying to break open the wrist. Tarabori. Nice switch there from Tarabori. Go from the body lock into a single leg just to pick up Daniel Cormier style. Big mat return. He only has a half guard here on the back, and it's not even too tight, you know. Martignoni just drops his right elbow into the inside of Tarabori's knee, peels back. He'll probably shake him off here, yeah. He has the tricep. He's doing a good job. There you go.
Martignoni trying to shock his man off.
I'd like to see him reach up and grab actually the neck of Tarabori and just get a little bit more pressure, a downward pressure. He's got to be careful of his armbar here. Tarabori just stepping over with that right leg.
And you can really see that grappling pedigree of Tarabori.
Yeah, everything is super tight. Even though he just his only fault there was just a little bit too high on the back and opting to stay on with a half guard rather than get 2 hooks in. But this is good work here from Martignoni. I'm always interested to see how grapplers do, or predominantly grapplers do, how they do on the bottom when they're taking shots. It's all well and good being in the top position and flowing around and being a great jiu-jitsu player, but I'm always interested to see what they do from the guard.
Well, plenty of time for both men to work here, just halfway through this first round.
Yeah, it has a half butterfly on the left side. I don't know if he's going to use it for an elevator sweep or what he's going to do with it, but he's choosing not to go back to full guard. And he's just using this as a holding position for the minute. Let's see Martignoni just step over that knee, claim half guard, and then go to work from there. There's good forward pressure in here from Martignoni, just under the chin of Tarabori. That's really keeping him down. A little too high with his hips. Tarabori just able to kick him off, create a bit of space, and back to his feet.
Martignoni going to be careful with those knees.
Yeah, he's got to be careful rushing into on such a high-level grappler, which we've seen earlier on. Rushing in that much is only going to get you taken down. I know Martignoni is more than capable on the floor, which you've seen already in this fight. Let's see him get that head position just under Tarabori's chin and claim this position, because at the minute it's just 50-50.
Referee Dan Mulvahedi telling Luca Tarabori to watch the placement of those knees. They were getting a little bit close to not being legal there.
The sacrifice throw just didn't work out for him with the cage being there. Ended up on the wrong side of his own throw, which is on the bottom. And he's back in this half butterfly guard. Martignoni doing a good job of just pressuring forward to crunch Tarabori's head against that cage. It's so difficult when your head is back up against that cage to create any offense. Martignoni has the underhook, or had the underhook I should say, on the left side, and that's how he's able to get off this good ground and pound. Looking to go for the dash, a figure 4 choke here.
Trying to roll him through there, and what a
This
turn
is
off
on
the books. This would be.
This could be on if he just switches to his side, just lets go of the grip and runs in towards Tarabori's leg. Martignoni just holding on here. Otherwise, I think Martignoni's playing a good game here. Big right hand, Tarabori. Martignoni just eats every last bit of it.
There from Martignoni.
Got to be careful here of his leg. The inside heel hook. If he puts his knee to the ground, Tarabori has an outside heel hook there. You can see him reaching back for it. Good ground and pound. Cut over the eye of Tarabori.
Yeah, that one's leaking, Paul. He's cutting bad there. We'll have to see if we can get a look exactly where that one is.
Yeah.
Above the left eye.
Martignoni nearly slipped through into mount. Tarabori just got half guard here.
Watch the back of the head, Matteo, on the ear, please.
And it was like Martignoni just caught Tarabori coming in on that single leg takedown again. Caught him with a punch, heavy. Tarabori sat back and Martignoni swarmed. I'd like to see him just with his left hand there that's on the underhook, just go thumb down and palm to the ceiling and swim his arm back. The minute Tarabori's guard is wide open here, big back step, or a slide through, I should say, into mount is there. He is, you can see Tarabori just reaching over the back of the head of Martignoni. I don't know if he's attempting a shoulder crunch here, but it's a tricky position to do it from a bottom half guard. I think he could be in a bad position from that shot, to be honest. Has that deep underhook on the left side. You can see him just trying to frame up onto his right elbow.
You've got a progressive position, gentlemen. More work, please.
I think the back of Martignoni doesn't work out for him. He seems to love this half butterfly position. He hasn't seemed to be doing too much to it, but look for him to kick back over his head, create a bit of space, and try to get back to his feet.
I think there's swelling around that damaged eye of Tarabori as well now.
You've got to progress this position, gentlemen.
Nice elbow again there from Martignoni. Of course, the referee warning that he's going to need to do a little bit more to keep this spot.
You know, for Martignoni, you've had success standing up. I wouldn't mind the position being taken away from you, because this is where Tarabori is dangerous. So if it goes back to the feet, just be careful of your P's and Q's and don't rush the shots coming in.
Just as the referee called the break there, Tarabori looked like he was trying to snap on a submission attempt, but didn't get there in time.
He was warned 2, maybe 3 times prior, so looks that big right hand and look for him to do that single leg entry straight off the right hand again too. He's done it 2 or 3 times now. There you go, you see him surging forward and dropping the head. So obviously that's his head.
Oh, big right hand from Martignoni.
Shoots that single leg and ups the full guard, sits back. I don't know why, because Martignoni's having terrible good success from this top position. You know, he's back to the exact same position that he was in before. Maybe he sees something or feels something that we don't, or thinks there's an armbar maybe.
Martignoni trying to pass that guard now.
Do you know what? I don't even think he is, because if he passes that guard and Tarabori has that underhook on the right side, that's Tarabori's excuse to get out. So I think sitting in a half guard position and being with your hips further back or going back to guard and just letting off some ground and pounds, it's
You've got to progress the position, gentlemen. You've got to work.
He's got to be careful that he doesn't put those hands too many times on the mats. This one, Tarabori is going to be dangerous, and look for those arm bars, Comoras and omoplatas.
It's going to be in the back of Martignoni's mind now. We've already seen one stand up and a warning here already. He's got to stay active. He's
got double underhooks here, so now is the perfect time to pass. I'd rather see him keep the two underhooks rather than do them short body shots. Try and free that left leg. All he's got to do is just step over that
got to see more work here, gentlemen. Got to see more work if you want to stay here. Watch the back of the head.
Martignoni's cheerleader section in the back. Just screaming for him. You know what he's going to do.
Right,
look for Tarabori to come out and do that right hand, left leg shot.
Again, Martignoni ending up in this top position. He's been so effective. Not just doing damage, but controlling the pace of the fight and really just neutralizing Tarabori on the ground here.
Yeah, I'd like to see him just frame away with that left hand, keep the hand on and just drop a couple of elbows in. That's 2 or 3 times now Tarabori's tried that sweep attempt and it hasn't paid off for him. Martignoni's got a good set of hips on him to get back to this neutral position and guard. Tarabori just trying to look for wrist control to try and push Martignoni's hand in behind him. I mean, it doesn't look like Tarabori is too tired here. I just don't think he has any zip on any of these exchanges.
He's touching the air, no chance.
And I think Tarabori's corner there were trying to complain to the referee about those shots, but referee Damov Eddy right on top of the action, can see exactly where they're landing, and he tells the corner no.
Got to see more output here, gentlemen. Got to see more work, please. Don't squeeze, Matteo. Don't squeeze the throat.
Just warning Matteo there not to squeeze the throat or grab the trachea. You cannot do that. Potential head and arm setup from this position. But I think, Paul, unless something comes along that he just can't refuse, he's going to be happy to stay on top here and just chip away.
Yeah, that's what I said at the start of the round when just before we kicked off. I mean, for Martignoni, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what Tarabori's sort of giving you on the ground here. You know, you're the only person in the room that can feel, you know, what he's like, what his strength is. If it's not bothering you in the second round after having success in the first, don't change it. I mean, if it's winning the fight and you're on top, okay, it's not the prettiest and it's not the most exciting, but you're winning the fight, stay there. And that's 4 times he's attempted that sweep tonight, and it's not paying off for him at all.
Hasn't been a huge amount of ground and pound, but Martignoni's targeted it very well, aiming for that damaged left eye.
Yeah, do you know what? I actually think the reason why there's not a whole lot of ground and pound is I do think he's aware of if he opens up or if he frames off that Tarabori is that explosive and he will come out from underneath.
Martignoni just chipping away, not looking like he's been in any danger in this one for some time now. And of course, you know, coming off that loss and 10 months on the sidelines, getting that cage time to be very important to him. Another nice elbow.
Tarabori just out the back door there. Martignoni quick to it. There's a full butterfly guard here.
Got to look to progress here, please. If you want to stay on top, you've got to look to progress, Matteo.
Couple of nice punches there from Martignoni as we're approaching the 30-second mark in this third and final round. Stop, up you get, up. And the referee's going to restart them. Second restart we've seen in this one. The referee's been pretty consistent tonight, Paul, in giving those warnings and then actually taking the positions away. That was a nice right hand from Tarabori, who's looking very fresh on the feet.
Yeah, I think he knows that he's down rounds here, so may as well go for broke. There's that single leg attempt that he's been doing all night.
Nice elbow from Martignoni. Sorry, Paul.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, like you said, Martignoni's coming off the back of a loss. You got to play clever here. You want greens on your record. Okay, not every fight is going to be a submission ending. That's smart fighting.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to your judges' scorecards. Your judges score this bout 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26. All in favour of your winner by way of unanimous decision. In the right corner, Matteo Martignoni.
No surprises on the scorecards there, and you can see what it means to Matteo Martignoni.